Hello everyone, welcome back to PHP course, and in this video lecture we're going to look at PHP syntax. At the end of this lecture, students will understand the structure of PHP script and the basic syntax rules, including semicolons and curly braces. So let's first start looking at structure of PHP script. So PHP scripts are embedded within special tags. These are the opening tag and the closing tag. But we can proceed by first creating a file, a PHP file in our project. So right now we've navigated through the project folder, that is PHP course. This is a folder found in our XAMPP folder. Remember, we are running Apache on XAMPP, and we've stored our project folder right here. So if we go to XAMPP, make sure that Apache is running because we're going to use PHP. So we are going to create a file and we're going to name it syntax.php. So in this file, we're going to create our first PHP program with the PHP opening tag and closing tag. In here, it's where the PHP script or any PHP code goes in some data. So I'm going to echo hello world, and remember to close using the semicolon. So if I save this, then I can run it on localhost / the project folder. So right here we are in the index of our project folder. So let me just refresh this. So you can see we have the syntax.php right here. So I'm going to click on it, and we are getting an output hello world. So right in the PHP tags is where we have the PHP code. So right now, what we're going to do is to look at embedding PHP in HTML. So I'm going to embed this PHP inside HTML. So I'm going to include a HTML skeleton that is going to embed the PHP. So PHP can work within the HTML code. So I'm going to save this, and if we still run our small program to display hello world, it's still going to run. So you can see we are still displaying hello world. So right now let's look at the basic syntax rules, and one of them is the use of semicolon. So whenever we end PHP statement, we must use the semicolon to show the end of a statement. So in this case, if I'm going to remove the semicolon and save this should still work. But now if I'm to write another echo statement or another SQL statement, so let me just say echo hello world 2. If I'm to end this with a semicolon and I've not ended the previous one with a semicolon, you'll notice that we will receive an error. So you can see even on the VS Code we are getting an error of unexpected token. So let me run this. We are also getting an error on the browser side because we didn't end our first statement with a semicolon. So let's save and run once more. So as you can see right now, we are getting hello world and hello world 2. The next syntax rule is the use of curly braces. This is used to define block of codes such as functions, loops, or conditional statement. So you can have an example. Don't worry about this if. This is a conditional statement that we will learn in the later tutorial, but it's only going to check if a condition is true, it will echo condition is true. So let me save this, and if I run, we are going to get condition is true. So the curly braces are used in functions, loops, and also conditional statement. The next basic syntax rule that we're going to look at is the case sensitivity. In PHP, the PHP keywords are not case sensitive. The keywords like if, so if we change this to caps lock, it will still work. And even the keyword like echo, if we change this to small letters, it should still work. So if I refresh, you see they are still working, but this is not the case with the PHP variables. We'll learn more about the PHP variables in our next lecture, but let me just define a variable right here and give it a value of 4. So this is a variable. A variable is used to store values in PHP. So I'm going to echo this variable right here. So let me just echo this variable here. So let's save this, then run this. So you can see we have this 4 displayed right there. So let me just use the PHP comments, which is one of the syntax rules that I was to look at. So I'm going to highlight this and comment this out using single line comment. So the single line comments are used to comment out a single line of a code or a PHP statement that we don't want to be executed. So at this point, we don't want this hello world and hello world 2 to be executed. So I'm going to save this. So the value of x is 4. And if I'm to change the case right here and use a caps lock, let's save this. And if I run this, we're getting undefined variable x, because the variables are case sensitive. So it has to be of the same case. So if it is a capital letter, it should be capital. The variable that we use should be the same case as the one that is defined. So let me save this. Then we can run our application. So you can see right now this is running as expected. Then on the comments, we have seen how we use the single line comment. We also have the multi-line comment, which can be used to comment out more than one line of code. So let me just remove the comments. And let's assume we want to comment this out. So I'm going to use a slash followed by a star. Then at the end of the comment, I'm going also to use a star followed by a slash. As you can see, this is helping me to comment out these 2 lines of code. We can have like more than 2 lines of codes being commented out using the multi-line statement. So that's it for the PHP syntax. The takeaway on this lecture is always remember to use semicolons and properly structure your code using curly braces. In the next lecture, we will explore variables and data types in PHP and how they are used in dynamic web application. Thank you.